Hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. If you need any sort of grind, he will be the man for you. Domination, Spotlight Sims, MyTEAM Unlimited, and even more. The link to his Twitter will be down below in the description. Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be going over each and every one of the new duos added within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM today. Now, I'm not going to say for sure, but if I had to guess, I would guess that these are going to be the last duos that we see all year long. And if you guys want my honest opinion on duos within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM this year as a whole, they've just been kind of a letdown in general. Now, the first thing that I don't like about dynamic duos is that more often than not, the duos we see aren't necessarily that great. Now, this one's intriguing, the Giannis and Middleton one, because this Giannis has the quick release, right? There are some interesting, duos to look at. Obviously, Isaac and Bamba's an interesting one. You look at one, maybe Mutombo, Dominique, and then maybe even this MJ and LeBron. Like, there are some interesting duos, but then you look at a duo, maybe like for example, let's just look at this one right here with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Now, Kyrie Irving's unusable, so it's just some of these duos, Tony Parker, Kawhi, they just don't really make sense. But we're going to be going over each and every one of these duos, what attributes do get upgraded, and are they worth adding to your specific squad in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, before we dive into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 70,000 subscribers. So the first one is Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose. Now, the first thing is they're neither of their best cards. It would be one thing if we saw it be with the Spotlight Sim Jimmy and the new Derrick Rose, but it's not. It's with this Jimmy Butler who's already kind of outdated because of badge-wise. So the one thing about duos is they don't upgrade badges. So you look at Jimmy's upgrades. Yes, he gets some decent upgrades, plus 58 total. You go look at Derrick Rose and his upgrades. You look at him, they're not bad, right? Plus 15 driving dunk, 31 total attribute upgrades. So they're not bad, but is this a duo worth anything? It's just not, because neither Derrick Rose or Jimmy Butler are really anything. Next one, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard. Tony Parker is unusable. I hate to say, unless he saw like a plus 95 driving dunk and was able to dunk, that would be really the only thing. Plus 15 total stats, not really anything there. And Kawhi's basically already a GOAT card. You look at him. So what does Kawhi get upgraded? A little bit driving dunk, a little bit of draw foul, a little bit of the 3-ball ball handle. They're not bad upgrades by any means, but you're pairing him with Tony Parker, who honestly is unusable. Dirk, Jason Terry up next. Kind of a cool duo, but again, not Dirk's best card. Jason Terry's an unusable card. So you look at it, yes, Dirk gets some decent upgrades, right? They're not great upgrades, but they're decent enough. And Jason Terry on the other side, on the flip side of things, see Jets upgrade. And I mean, 23 total upgrades, right? Because you look at it, shot IQ doesn't matter. So what are the upgrades that actually matter? Some lateral quickness, that's good. Draw foul is good. But again, it's nothing that's going to make or break these cards. So far in the three duos, I haven't seen much. First one I have some sort of hope for is the Zion RJ Barrett, because we see the best version of Zion basically and the best version of RJ Barrett. So what does Zion get boosted? Plus 4 3-ball, plus 2 draw foul. Ball handle a little bit, block a little bit, interior a little bit. So a little bit of an upgrade for Zion. RJ Barrett here, you see it, plus 3 3-ball, plus 4 driving dunk, plus 2 perimeter. I'd like to see the interior upgrade, plus 4 pass perception. So although he does see a little bit of a boost, again, it's nothing too crazy. It's not like, wow, this RJ's a lot better now, or this Zion's a big upgrade now. Now, if this Zion got the release or the Kobe base on very quick with this duo, then maybe it'd be something to look at. But again, another duo, not necessarily a big letdown, but something that, in my opinion, isn't worth much. Houston MJ on with a quick release up next duo with the old Scottie Pippen again. These duos should have came out a long time ago. This card came out on March 5th. The Scottie came out on March 12th. There's no reason this duo did not come out on March 15th or whatever the case may have been to make this duo actually worth something. That's the problem. This duo was so long overdue, and neither of these cards are really worth much anymore. So another duo that just goes by the wayside. Says the same thing. Larry Bird, March 19th. His duo, Magic Johnson, March 5th. Why did we not get an end of March dynamic duo update? I don't have the answer to it. Magic's upgrades, I mean, they're good. Overall, Magic does see some good upgrades. 68 total, which can't be overlooked. Like, if you're using Magic Johnson, I guess those attribute upgrades are important. Larry Bird on the other side, not bad. Plus 10 driving dunk, plus 2 lateral quickness. Basically makes this card similar to the out of position one. But again, badges don't get updated, and if badges don't get updated, then that's the big kind of thing, right? Because if badges don't get upgraded, there's only so much the cards can do. Here we get one Vince and T-Mac. Now this one's intriguing to me because both these cards are still not necessarily relevant, but neither one of them are terrible within the game. T-Mac sees +1 in 3-ball, +1 driving layup, +1 C-ball ball handle, +3 defense consistency, +3 pass perception. So he basically doesn't see an upgrade. I mean, they're basically in useless stats. You look at the upgrades on Vince Carter, who is already hard to upgrade. +2 3-ball, +3 draw, foul, passing accuracy, defensive consistency. You look at these guys, and between them, they see what? +26 total stats. That's the problem. Here's one intriguing. Because if this Giannis sees a big upgrade, you can make the case he's the best Giannis Antetokounmpo in the game. If his 3-ball goes up to the mid to low 90s, he's gonna be up there. So this one's intriguing to me. You see what Chris Middleton does boost the 3-ball of Giannis to a 90. Okay, that's good. Driving dunk up to a 99. Perimeter defense up to a 98. Ball handle up to a 95. I mean, you can argue for some people this Giannis on current gen is the best in the game, because he already comes with range extender. And quite honestly, I'd probably have more success with this Giannis with this duo than anybody else. Cash Money Chris on the flip side of things, what does he see? +1 in the 3-ball, driving layup, perimeter defense, pass perception. This is probably going to be the most usable duo we have in the game. Now, the problem is, if you use Chris, you're going to have to use Giannis. And if you use Giannis, you're going to have to use Chris to really get that effect for Giannis. But the +5 3-ball for Giannis is actually valuable, and Chris is a usable card alongside Giannis. So I don't mind this duo at all. This is by far and away the best duo that we have seen so far. Grant Hill and Christian Laettner are another interesting one to me. Grant Hill sees a +4 in the 3-ball, +1 driving layup, ball handle, speed, ball, help defense. A lot of these stats like help defense, IQ, pass perception, defensive consistency, just throw them out the window. What does Christian Laettner see on the flip side of things? +10 driving dunk, that's important. But outside of that, no defensive upgrades. Another duo not worth it. If he would have seen some defensive upgrades, I might have been higher on him in this specific duo. But there's just not much there. KD, Kyrie up next. I'm just going to go over this quickly because KD sees a little bit of an upgrade. Decent upgrade. I don't mind KD's upgrade. But the problem is you'd have to run Kyrie Irving. And unless this duo changes Kyrie's base to base 98, it's just, his duo is terrible, right? Kyrie stinks. So obviously running the duo is not something I would recommend. Shaq and Kobe up next. Now here's the thing. If we would have seen the invincible Shaq and maybe this Kobe or something like that, I'd be higher on it. Now Shaq's still a decent card, and so is Kobe. So I mean, when you look at the upgrades, it's hard. It's going to be hard to upgrade them that much. 18 total stats for Shaq. For this Kobe here, who was a very good card, you look at him with the dynamic duo, +2 3-ball, +4 draw foul. Some stats here and there, but again, nothing really too much. So far, I mean, the big thing is if cards are this good or even this good, it's going to be hard to really upgrade them. Because even with this Steph and Clay, you look at it, Steph sees a total of 8 stats. You look at Clay, he sees a total of how many, right? 13 stats. Cards are just too good at this point that for dynamic duos to really matter. So yes, the fact that Steph and Clay got a dynamic duo, the idea of it is cool, but it's hard to really make them good. Penny Hardaway, James Wiseman. I don't know why they got the duo. Doesn't probably because they're both from Memphis, but it just doesn't really. I guess it makes somewhat of sense because they both went to college in Memphis. 22 total stats, ball handle up 4, 3-ball up 3, perimeter defense up a little bit. So decent enough for Hardaway. For James Wiseman, who we obviously have seen a new one, the James Wiseman, I mean, gets kind of useless stats. The block is nice, the draw foul is nice, rebounding is nice, I guess interior is nice. Shouldn't say useless stats. Out of the 50 stats, at least half of them are usable, so it's not bad, not a bad duo. But again, you'd have to run both those cards. And how many people are running Penny Hardaway and James Wiseman? Simbular, Tyrese Halliburton. Look, guys, I'm sorry, but Simbular doesn't see an upgrade in the speed. And since that's the case, I'm not even going to look at the Tyrese Halliburton and what he gets. It's not worth running for your specific squad. Dame and CJ, the problem is it's not even the best Damian Lillard. So you're running a Dame with 28 Hall of Famers. I don't really care what stat upgrade you give him. You still have 48 interior on him, so it's just not going to ultimately be worth it. CJ only sees 16 total stat upgrades. Another duo that's just added for no reason. Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. All right, here we go. I'm going to go in this with an open mind. +2 in the 3-ball, +6 draw foul. Block goes up 4. I would have liked to see his rebounding stats get increased a little bit. Again, a duo in which he has 27 upgrades, but it doesn't even seem like that. Mo Bamba, let's see, +5 in the 3-ball, +5 driving dunk, +3 strength. Not a terrible duo, okay? If you use both these cards, you might as well run them together. But it's not a duo I'd go out of my way to run. Dikembe and Dominique, let's see here. Dikembe is already basically a GOAT card. Sees plus 16 free throw. It's actually kind of a big upgrade, plus 5 draw foul, plus 3 post moves. Rebounding goes up a little bit. So not bad for Dikembe. For Dominique Wilkins, if you do run Dominique, plus 2 in the 3 ball, plus 5 draw foul. I mean, you just look at the stats that get upgraded. For most people, they just don't matter. Now, Dikembe's free throw, that's a nice one to upgrade, but again, it's not the end of the world. Divac up next, 7'1", 7'5" wingspan. Does his 3 ball go up? Plus 4, plus 10 draw foul. Now, Vlade does see 86 upgrades. So, I mean, he becomes quite a bit better, and none of these upgrades are really unusable. Some of them are post moves, defensive consistency, right? Plus 15 help defense IQ. So you just got to look at what these upgrades actually are. Plus 25 shot IQ, which I don't know if that actually shows in these upgrades. But that's part of it, right? For Chris Webber, this is the one that matters. He doesn't really see too much. Plus 15. So is that duo worth running? Obviously not, because this card is nearly unusable. Drazen and Dino, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you this already. This is not going to be a good duo for you to run. Drazen does get upgraded a little bit for Dino. I mean, he's usable, right? Dino Raj is the usable card out of these. But do not run Drazen just for Dino. It's just what it is. And if you're wondering, well, Ty, why aren't you going in-depth breaking down each and every one of these duos? Because for Devin Booker and Chris Paul, yes, if you're a Phoenix Suns fan, you can run them together. But you might as well, they don't get anything. Plus 11 for CP3 as far as total upgrades. Devin Booker, oh, he must have a lot of upgrades. Plus 10. What is the point of running them together? Like, what is the point of even giving them a duo? They basically might as well at this point become GOAT cards. Hero up next. I mean, same thing for Tyler Hero. Plus 19 and 6 pass perception, 6 IQ. Like, what are we doing adding duos like this? It just doesn't even make sense to me, some of these duos. There's been one duo so far that will be used in any type of a setting. That's it right now. MJ Braun. Going in with this one in an open mind. MJ plus 1 driving dunk. Post fade goes up a little bit. Ball handle goes up a little bit. He does come with 9 total stats. LeBron James, or 9 upgrades is what he gets. Plus 3 ball. Good draw foul. Driving dunk, perimeter D, ball handle. Okay. LeBron's 18 stats, they're at least somewhat usable, right? So, I mean, a lot of people are going to run MJ and LeBron both in their lineup. So, if you want to combo them up, I'm not totally against that one. This duo is not the worst of the worst. Clyde and LaMarcus Aldridge. Well, here's the thing. LaMarcus Aldridge is basically unusable. So although Clyde does see some decent enough upgrades, you look at LaMarcus Aldridge and you couldn't pay me to use this card. So that's the problem. The upgrades aren't even that bad. Yes, there's only 16 of them, but most of them are at least somewhat valuable. So I don't mind that if you can run LaMarcus Aldridge. Do your thing. Clinton trade unless... Okay, Clint actually gets a 3 ball here. So if you're a massive Hawks fan, okay, if you're a massive Hawks fan and want to just run the Hawks squad, hey, I don't blame you if you want to run Trey with Clint Capella. Now, I personally would never run Trae Young, but if you're a Hawk fan and are running like the Hawks theme team, this isn't the worst. So the duo that I recommend, one of the only usable duos here, is Giannis and Chris. This is the duo that if you want to run Giannis on current gen and don't want to pay for either of these cards, this is the Giannis you're going to run. And if you run this Giannis, you're going to see an upgrade if you run him with Cash Money Chris Middleton. That's just the way it is, right? Because now if you, let's say this is what you do with Giannis. You give him that shoe, you give him D'Antoni, and now you're looking at a Giannis with a 99 3-ball, okay? And if he has that, he's going to get with Sharp Badge, and then I get it, the hot spots might not be the best, but he's going to be shooting from the corners anyway. Now you're talking. Now you're talking about something that might be worth looking at. If you're looking for a duo to run this one. This is actually a good and usable duo within the game. Every other duo we see here is not really valuable. Mo Bamba and Jonathan Isaac, if you use both those cards, you can combo them up. And same thing with Michael Jordan and LeBron. But the Giannis Middleton duo by far and away the best and most usable duo out of all these. Most of these are useless and not even worth looking into. But that is going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.